Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to tell you a different kind of family story. Enjoy watching? I'm 18, and my sister's 27. We constantly have problems, and lately, it's been happening more often. I believe this is because she's getting married and now feels comfortable enough to show her true colors. Since she's older, my family expects me to show her respect. But I believe respect is something that should be earned, not given automatically. Because of this, I'm always seen as the one at fault. My sister has this way of speaking in a high-pitched, overly sweet voice like the kind of girl nobody liked at school. I've told her many times that it sounds fake and that she should act naturally. Even though she's aware of it, she doesn't seem to care. Somehow she had a boyfriend for 3 years, and they just got married a week ago. Today they visited us, but I couldn't leave my Valorant match, so they left quickly. My mom told me, "Your sister is really upset with you." And we had another small argument. She doesn't realize it, but I think my mom protects my sister. That makes me feel like the enemy. To help you understand her better, let me tell you about a few incidents. Once I asked her for advice on how to politely decline me to my then-boyfriend's mom because I wasn't comfortable. She gave me advice, just like a good sister should. But later, when we were arguing in front of our cousins, she brought it up and called me a bootlicker who treats people like royalty to get what I want. I was shocked. How could she throw something I confided in her back in my face like that? A few days later, I overheard her mocking her own mother-in-law on the phone, saying, "Oh, honey, sure," with a fake laugh. I reminded her of what she said to me and said, "So I'm the bootlicker, huh?" She lost it. She started crying, had a meltdown, and tried to leave the house. When my aunt and mom yelled at me, I asked them, "What did I do that she didn't do first? Why didn't you defend me like you're defending her?" But it didn't matter. Another time, during an argument, she shoved me onto the bed and I hit my head on a radiator corner. I started crying and she just walked away to talk to my mom instead of checking on me. I could have passed out or worse. 2 hours later, she came to apologize. When I asked my mom why she wasn't angry with her, she said, "Of course I was. She felt terrible. Just accept her apology and make peace." I didn't want peace. I wanted fairness. I wanted them to call her out too, not just me. My only crime is being 9 years younger. For context, I haven't had a relationship with my father for years. He caused us a lot of emotional and financial pain. Over time, I stopped feeling anything for him, and now I realize I'm starting to feel the same way about my sister. That hurts me deeply. She spends money recklessly. Even when I was earning just 600 liras from my internship, she would ask for it just so she wouldn't have to spend her own. She uses my things without asking stains or ruins them and casually says, "I thought it would come out." I might have believed it was an accident if I hadn't seen her treat her own belongings the same way. Whenever I buy something new, instead of saying congrats, she says, "Buy me one too. Use your card for mine too, or give me yours." I know people might say that's what siblings do, but that's not the case. She uses people for her own gain. That's why I stopped sacrificing for her, because all I got in return was mental stress, ruined things, and money lost. Even when she gives me gifts, it's always something she likes and that fits her. Then, the next day, she wears it. I studied graphic design in high school, and I'm still studying it. I know the software well, and I'm good at what I do. She asked me to design stickers for her wedding bachelorette party, gift labels, hammam signs. Since I couldn't afford a wedding gift, I told her I'd do it for free. She was already expecting that. People in the industry know how exhausting it is to design and sit in front of a screen for hours. I worked for days and pushed through my eye issues because she randomly said, "I told the print guy we'll send it tomorrow." She had loved the designs until a cousin said, "Wouldn't it be nicer with a different flower color?" Then she said, "Yeah, I thought that too, but she won't change it." That subtle jab stung. I changed it once. Then again, the third time I refused. I told her to do it herself or hire someone. If she had, it would have cost at least 5,000 TL. In return, she sent me 100 TL. I didn't say anything, but it bothered me. This wasn't even the last straw. I kept quiet, knowing how stressful weddings are. The day before the wedding, we argued again. She told me I was ungrateful. In the past, she said that with my personality, I'll be alone forever, and that no one will ever stick around for me. That's something you should never say to a sibling. I told her I'd stay quiet out of respect for her stress. She replied, "I'm not stressed," and kept talking. I went to my room to avoid her, but I could still hear everything. My mom said nothing. I messaged her and said if she stayed silent, I'd expose all the secrets my sister had been hiding from her husband with proof. I never planned to actually do it. If I did, the whole family would turn on me. But it would have meant I'd never have to see her fake, manipulative face again. I honestly feel bad for the man she married. He has no idea who she really is. I want to say something so badly, but I don't want to end up in a psych ward. I'm seriously at my breaking point. Being misunderstood, being unable to express myself is more exhausting than anything else. For added context, I used to live in a dorm, but I came home for the holidays. Then an earthquake happened and I couldn't return. While I was away, my family got a dog. I met it for the first time when I came home. I have no problem with the dog. She's adorable. But I noticed my sister started making up stories. Like one time, she came home and immediately called my mom, saying, "I came an hour ago, and the dog brought her bed to the hallway because she missed me so much. She brought her pee pad to the living room. I'm cleaning now." She thought I was asleep, but I had just woken up. She had only been home for 5 minutes. None of what she said happened. When I want to go out, she acts like I'm the dog's babysitter. Once I was fully dressed, coat and everything. I told my mom I was heading out. My sister said, "You can't. The dog can't stay alone." Another time she said, "She is fine during the day, but not at night." And now she was saying I couldn't go out during the day either. She made plans without telling me, leaving me stuck at home. If the dog really can't stay alone, we should plan shifts, not dump everything on me. One time, the dog threw up because she ate too much. I cleaned it, gave her water, then went to my room. 10 minutes later, my sister got home, saw the dog had thrown up again, and yelled at me. She blames me even if the dog's water bowl is slightly empty, even though I feed and water her every day. I don't refill the food too quickly because she overeats and gets sick. I even set alarms to feed her properly. Recently, my mom called me the dog's mom. My sister said, "So someone just shows up and kicks the real one out?" I replied, "Then stay in the garden and take care of your kid yourself." She didn't take the dog to her new house because her husband is scared of dogs and reacts badly. But the real reason is that she's afraid the dog will pee inside. Also, her in-laws don't want the dog. She just doesn't want to admit it. We don't talk anymore. If I saw her on the street, I wouldn't even look at her. Am I the problem?